Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are around the globe. I am excited to come your way once again. Well. This very afternoon, I want to go into something very serious. In one particular area or department on the pitch of play that I think we still have a problem we need to solve. The goalkeeping department. Yes, the goalkeeping department. I've been touching on many things throughout this week, right? So now I want to go straight away into the goalkeeping department. What is Chelsea's problem right now at that goalkeeping department? In our last game, we saw it clearly how Sanchez, was jittering. We saw the errors clearly. We saw his positioning. The goal that was scored, the own goal by Disasi, we saw it clearly where even Sanchez was before Disasi played the ball. And some of us, we are on the view that if Sanchez was to be in a goalpost area, he would have seen that ball coming. He would have found a way of, blocking it. No matter how that ball is coming from that distance, if Sanchez was to be well positioned, he would have seen a ball coming and would find a solution to it. But Sanchez was outside his box. He was then outside the box. It was when the ball was before he started running into the box. By the way, let me leave you for your judgment, but I put down this piece I want to read for you. Petrovic versus Sanchez. Who is the better fit for us? George Petrovic and Sanchez. Who is a better fit for Chelsea right now? Who? Petrovic and Sanchez. Who is a better fit? Many will say, well, Sanchez is a ball-playing goalkeeper, like playing from behind. Some will also say, well, Petrovic is a one that can, kick the ball in straight away and ease pressure from the defense. They all have their own advantages and disadvantages. If you play the ball from behind, it has advantage. If you play it in, it has advantage. If you play it in, it has disadvantage. If you play from behind, it also has disadvantage. So which one is best? Which one is best, dear friend? You play it from behind, you possess the ball the more. You don't easily lose the ball. It's between you and your players. From behind, from the defender to the midfielder to your attackers, You play it in. Anybody could get a ball. The opposition could get it. Your players could get it. But if you play from behind also, there's a possibility of you making a mistake. And the opposition attackers could get the ball from you and score. We saw it several times. The opposition attackers could take advantage, put you under pressure, get the ball from you. They force you to make mistakes, and then they score you. So, anyhow you want to look at it, in this situation, looking at Petrovic and Sanchez, dear friend, let's start with Sanchez. What works for him most? Well, for starters, Sanchez is 1.97 meter tall. Sanchez is 1.7 meter tall, which is what we've missed ever since Courtois left us for Madrid. That height. Kepa was at 1.88 meters and was never good at commanding his box. Thus, we struggled badly during corners and set pieces, and the oppositions took advantage of that. Mendy at 1.94 was way better than Kepa in that respect. But he lost his form eventually, which nobody could tell. We just couldn't tell how, what happened. So in that sense, Sanchez is someone we have been missing, and is probably one of the reasons why Pochettino still want to play him. Could be one of the reasons why Pochettino still want to play him, because of his height. We are 18th in the league in terms of height. The entire Chelsea squad, we are 18th in the league in terms of height, meaning all our players are very short. We don't have tall players in our squad. Despite his other issues, despite the other issues in the squad, we are 18th in the league. Dear friend, the other thing that works in his favor, that's Sanchez, is that he is very good. He's a very good shot stopper. He is a good shot stopper. The height helps too. But regardless, he's got good reflexes and he's close to elite in that aspect. Thirdly on Sanchez, he likes to take risks with his feet. Yeah. He likes to take risks in his feet or with his feet. This is something that works both for him and against him. Sanchez. There are very few goalkeepers in the world who are on the level of Edison, Noah, etc. There are very few who are in that level of Edison, Noah, and the rest, with ball at their feet. Sanchez isn't on that level, and that's why he makes mistakes often with his passing. But when it comes off, it looks really good and reminds us why you need that quality in the modern goalkeeper or in a modern day goalkeeper. Especially if you want to build from the back. If you want to build from the back, it's a very good quality because he's good with his feet on the ball. Now, coming to Petrovic, dear friend. Coming to Petrovic. What works for him? For starters, he is an old school goalkeeper. Yes, he is an old school goalkeeper. He's a young player, a young goalkeeper, but he's an old school type of goalkeeper who likes to play a risk-free game. He likes to play a risk-free game. Okay? But isn't too good with his feet. He likes to play risk-free game and he's not so good with his feet. At 1.94 meter, 1.94 meter, he's similar height to Mendy. Although he isn't as good at communicating or commanding his box. He's not that good at communicating or commanding his box. And he's still getting used to the physicality of the EPL. It's still his first season at the highest level. But where he does better than Sanchez is he knows when and how to be calm. He knows when and how to be calm, not to take unnecessary risks, and hoof the ball into the stands when the need be. Place the ball into the stand when the need be. He will not take that risk that Sanchez takes. He doesn't force himself to play out just for the sake of it. He knows his abilities and shortcomings and adjusts his game accordingly. His short passing is all right, although his long-range passing leaves a lot to be desired. It would be helpful if we had a target man up front, but that is not the case. As mean we have a target man, a striker up front that can be receiving such ball from him. Fine. But right now, that is not the case. I'll be the first one to admit that Petrovic has pleasantly surprised me with his abilities. But I'll also understand why a manager will want him to work on his passing abilities. Especially if we are going to build up from the back. If we are going to be built up from the back, that's what he needs to work on to be the number one for the next season and beyond. Dear friend, for Sanchez to be number one, instead of learning new things, he will need to unlearn a few things and work on the mental aspect of his game and be a little less cocky and risky situations. I think I have analyzed both goalkeepers enough. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Sanchez and Petrovic. What do you think? Many of you always say Petrovic is preferred, but I just break down the differences for you. Let me know what you think in the comment section, dear friend. I will see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.